So I'm back and I am showing you guys one of the styles that I've been doing to kind of work with this length of hair, my natural hair. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lisa. This is With Love Lisa, and thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to show you how I've been able to pull my hair back, even though it's not really long enough, to pull it back into a bun. So I actually washed my hair the night before, but it started to dry overnight. So I went ahead and wet it a little bit again. And this is me just kind of wiping up some of the loose water. It does need to be pretty moist because what you want to do is you're gonna have to do a lot of brushing, and it's just easier when your hair is wet as a natural because your hair is just so curly and it gets even more curly in the roots. This is a product I'm going to be using, the ORS Curls Unleashed. It's actually an elongating cream. I love it. That is the Xtreme Gel. Those are the brushes that I'm going to be using, and this is the music I'm going to be listening to. I thought I'd share that because sometimes, you know, it's really good and maybe you want to hear it. I think everyone is listening to what I decide to listen to though. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to give myself a nice crisp sharp part down the center of my head, and I'm using a heat resistant rat tail comb that I bought, which I love. It's good for like chasing if you're trying to flat iron your hair, but it's a thick rat tail. Get that one, that metal one. That one is really good because it's very sharp and it gets you a nice crisp center part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and get this as straight as I can, and then I'm going to go in and start with this brush. Now, my cousin told me, it was so funny, when I first bought this paddle brush, I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this brush. It like gets all the way down to my scalp. And she was like, yeah, it does. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is common? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I've never experienced that before. I've always been relaxed, so I was really shocked. But anyway, so you're going to use this brush. This brush is going to help you brush all of the hairs in the same direction. When you have natural hair, you have all of these little curls underneath, like that top layer, and this brush gets you deep in there. So now you're brushing all the hairs in the same position, making it easier for you to pull your hair and give the illusion of it all being the same length, because it's going to kind of like tuck into each other, so to speak. So I'm just brushing it all back, and then I'm going to get my Curls Unleashed, ORS Curls Unleashed, and I'm going to get globs, okay? Globs of that product, and I'm going to slather it all around the perimeter of my hair, the perimeter of the part. I'm just going to get a good amount in there, not just because it's going to help to slick down the hair, but I also just want to give my hair like that extra moisture before I put on the gel. So I'm just kind of working it through, pushing it down in there, and then I'm going to go back in with that brush, that wonderful paddle brush, and that is going to now work the product through the strand, so deeper into my hair. So not just on top of my hair, it's going inside. Now I'm adding this Xtreme Gel, and I'm just going to put it all around the perimeter, and I'm just going to brush that in as well. Trying to get that nape, even though the nape is, you know, defiant, okay? My nape is the mind of its own. It does what it wants to do. So at first it appears to like be slick and sleek and nice and neat. And then, you know, my curls are like, we are here. So I'm just gonna keep brushing it through, and now I have to go and get the harder brush, the one that you feel like literally ripping away at your scalp and the not so thick areas of your hair, that one. And now what I'm going to do in the back is, so my nape is still kind of my problem area right now, you guys. It's not all the same length, so I end up with like the little BDBs is what I call them, what we used to call them growing up. This is a nice little remedy, or unless you want to use a stronger product, which I did just find a stronger product to use, but I'm just not comfortable using it like all the time. So anyways, I'm just parting little sections in the back to kind of like give that area room to breathe without being pulled up, so no extra tension, no chance for breakage. I'm just going to add some product on it and then kind of like curl it with finger curl it. So So now I'm just going to pull the remaining hair back again, going back in with the brush to make sure it's all going in the same direction, continuing to give the illusion of my hair being all the same length. So the main things are the products and the brush. Okay, the brush really does it because it's what makes everything appear as if it's all like actually one length, and I can pull it back. So now I'm just breaking, making sure I'm not pulling in those areas in the back that I separated. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie it up nice and easy. So my hair is at a length where I can't get a nice, like clean, polished looking bun because my ends are curly, I'm natural. So it's not gonna look like super crisp. So I just kind of have to pull it best I can. Going back in with the hard bristle brush, and I'm just smoothing it out. I just want it nice and smooth. And yeah. Okay, so just gonna give these little hair areas back here a little attention, finger curling it so that it can have like a little bit of a curl to, I don't know, kind of give it some kind of look that's different than just a little poof back there. Going in with another hair thing to gather any remaining hairs, and of course tying it up to like basically solidify the hairstyle. What it's gonna do is it's gonna press it all in together. Okay, and I've had this head wrap forever, but what I was gonna say is make sure you keep those little curls out of this in the back. And it's been a little while, so I'm taking that off and I'm gonna do these edges. Now, I'm not that creative with my edges. I just wanted to do something soft and simple. I'm not doing like a full face of makeup or anything like that, so I just wanted to do simple edges. And I am using the Xtreme Gel. Okay, and this is pretty much it. I have my little mini afro curls in the back and just a sleek bun. You guys, this is simple and easy. When you're dealing with this odd in-between length, it kind of leaves you in two places, braids or weaves or something like that. So when you can, you have to try and do something simple like this. And that's what I've been doing. That's what's been getting me by. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. That will be coming up on Sunday. Thanks. Bye.